Good afternoon. 9 months ago, I made a video saying that I think that the spiritual component of health is important. So there's kind of this old phrase, body, mind, and spirit, and they're all part of your health, and they're really to some degree inseparable. Yet I have separated for the first 9 years of my practice the spirit, mostly because I don't uh, presume to tell people what to believe, and I'm not a pastor. But I am learning enough about it that I think it's worth sharing, and I do think it's an essential part of good health. Um, so I'm going to share um, today about fear, and I'm going to share from a Christian perspective because that's what I know. And so, not everyone, if you don't, you don't have to listen to this video, and I'm making a separate playlist, and so it's up to you whether you're interested. Um, but it really struck me today, the scripture, and this is a very famous scripture. It says, "For God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of courage," or something like that. So I realized just how much fear I have in my own life, and what a huge effect that has on me. And it can be paralyzing, and it can be depressing, and it can be, um, yeah, it's we can't be living in this state of fear. Now, from a physiologic perspective, of course, fear is going to kick in stress hormones. So you're gonna be releasing a lot of cortisol, a lot of epinephrine. If you're just worrying all the time and you're afraid of everything that's happening, then we have to learn to let go and let God. Okay? So another very famous scripture, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct thy path." So we have to learn how to trust God and just know that God's in control, and that really he's always been in control, and we live by his grace day by day. And putting too much emphasis on me making it work, me making it happen, trying, I have to do this, I have to save myself. It leads to exhaustion, and it's very fear oriented. I don't think that means we don't have any responsibility. If anything, I think it's more. Let's say that scripture again. "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to thy own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct thy path." You still got to walk the path, but he'll direct your path, and you'll take inspired action as opposed to just swimming upstream and trying to make it happen. So as I've pondered this today, I've thought about all the different areas where I've been fearful. And it's been a fearful 4 or 5 years. It's 2024 right now. And so, pandemic for the last 4.5 years, and all the political unrest. And this fear is not, it's advancing to a place of hatred. And there's division in this country, and there's, violence and all kinds of things. And we're not going to get out of it with the same mindset that brought us into it. So we have to move forward from a place of faith, knowing that God will direct the path, that He will take care of us. And I think the faith does change the outcome. So if we're living in a place of fear, and we're trying to do it all ourselves, it's not the same. God's not going to necessarily take care of everything. We have to put our faith in Him. But yeah, so I've just gone through every area of my life, and I've just been releasing this pent up fear that I've had for decades about the economy and about the state of the world and about relationships and this and that, and just deciding to put my faith in God, and I don't need those things, and He'll direct my path. So I want to share with you. I know that this has been a big issue in my life. That if I haven't been motivated, if I've just been like wanting to watch TV too much or something, because I'm just in this state of paralysis, and I think it's really a fear state. So this is one way to overcome fear. If you ever feel inadequate, the truth is you are. You need God. C.S. Lewis said that God created man. He created the human machine to run on himself. We need God in order to function. So this ties directly into health. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks.